Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, and watch as many of the videos as you would like. Get all the content you can consume, learn all the things that you can learn to build and grow your moving service. I'm the Middleman CEO, Sean John. Welcome to the channel. For every student who's on here, you guys can email me if you have any questions about the course as you go through the course. Uh, by the way, I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of comments from people who would like to get moving coaching to grow their moving business, either start or grow their moving business. And so I'm here to help. I'm limited on how many students I can take. So if you want to get the masterclass and go ahead, start the training, and then you and I start working together to build your business and grow your business and scale your business, then all you have to do is click the link in the first comment below or in the video description below, get into the masterclass, start your training, and then we'll start growing and building your business. So 2025 is going to be a great year for moving. The reason I believe this is because there are lots of people who are having to leave one home and go into another, having to downgrade, having to leave a 4-bedroom to go to a 3 to go to a 2, and on and on and on. Also, storages are full of material. So for most people, you want to get the storage out in about 90 days. And if it's been there beyond 90 days, and a lot of it has, then they definitely want to get their materials out. So to me, storages are the best jobs because they lead to 2 jobs. Instead of me moving you from one home to the other, I move you into a storage, which means I can come back and get you out of that storage, which is the second move. And so I enjoy that because if you guys have 2-hour minimums, which you should have, please don't do 3-hour minimums. This is just some tips going into the new year. Don't do 3-hour minimums. God forbid you do 4, anything after that. Customers hate that because they'll stop listening to you and start doing math and doing the math in their head. You don't want that. So also for guys that are just starting out, I recommend you do small jobs like 1 and 2 bedrooms mostly. Leave the big jobs to the bigger companies that are advanced and have all of the supplies and the experience they need to do the big jobs. If you're just starting out, focus on nothing bigger than maybe a 3-bedroom apartment. But if there are huge moves, expensive moves, and I learned this the hard way, you don't want to go in there and touch that material. A lot of that material, that art piece, that picture you break could be worth more than the entire move alone. So be careful with that. I always recommend start small, learn, probably spend a year learning, and then as you get better, then you start expanding and growing and getting into bigger moves. So I would definitely keep it small to start. That's a big tip going in. Secondly, like I just mentioned, make sure you have a 2-hour minimum, nothing more, nothing less. You want to have a 2-hour minimum. Believe it or not, you make more money in the 2-hour minimums than you do if you do it the right way. Let's say you charge, just keep it simple. Let's say you charge $100 an hour and you do a 5-hour job. That's $500. But if you have a 2-hour minimum, you might charge $300 for the first 2 hours, right? And then you still have 3 hours left if you do a 5-hour job. So on one instance, you make $500. On the other instance, you make $600 for the same job. It's just me, I love to have very small jobs and a bunch of them. So because the most of the money is made in the first 2 hours. That's why you have the minimums. So you could be $100 an hour for a 2-man crew, but your first 2 hours could be like ours is $350. So that's $175 per hour. So if we do the 2 hours, we make $350, right, in just 2 hours. But if we have to go into the hourly, then we have to lower that, right? I'd rather do a 2-hour move, and another 2-hour move, make $1,000 that day, only working about 6 hours. That's just me. If you want to learn how to do that, you definitely need to be in the masterclass where I break all of this down. Another thing, you guys, you never want to have fees. I didn't write this down. I'm doing it off the top of my head, but so just work with me. You want to have 2-hour minimums. You want to do smaller jobs if you're just starting out. Also, you want to get rid of fees. You do not need fees. I always say fees and fleas are the same. They make the customers itch. You don't want a scratchy customer, right? So go ahead, get rid of all fees. And I know what you're thinking, man. How do I get my money if I drop all these fees? Trucking fees, gas fees, equipment and supply fee. You might have a fee for fee. I don't know, right? So, but what I'm telling you is the customer's not going to care about what your expenses are. They're only going to be concerned about, can I get this done at a rate that I can afford? And so what you need to do is get rid of all fees. Now, there are ways you can still make the money. My company has no fees. You can still make the money without having fees or without having fleas, right? So get rid of all fees. Be creative. You can still make the money without having the fees, right? So how many is that? 1, 2, 3. Just giving to you off the top of my head. Another thing, please, 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 for the love of God, stop giving these customers estimates over the phone, over email, over anything. Don't give them time estimates. If you do that, the customer's going to stop listening to you and start adding. They're going to start adding the numbers together. And if they don't like what it equals, well, sir, how long is this going to be? Usually a 2-bedroom takes about 4 hours. They're going to stop listening to you, tune you out, blank, you go mute. $100 an hour for 4 hours. That's the conversation going to go on in the customer's head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 100. So then they're going to tap back into you, and cut you off. So about $400. Now you got a problem. Now you're talking about price, which leads me to number 5. Never, ever, under any circumstance, talk about price with your customer. If customers are declining reservations with you, bookings with you, then you're talking about price way too much. The customer is focused on price. Your job is to get the customer off of price and focus on value. You're not there to sell your price. You're there to sell your value. If you allow the customer to focus on price, then you are not selling value. You're not doing a good job, at least. And you need coaching. You need training. If you're out there and you're getting turned down, or you're like, hey, if I say this number to the customer, I know they're going to say no, then you've got a problem. You are selling. I don't want you to sell. The customer already wants what you have. They already need moving service help. That's why they call it a moving service, right? They know what they need. Your job is to not talk them out of it, but unfortunately, a lot of you do. So I'll add a little bonus. You need a fire script that's going to change the game. I have one in the masterclass. You're welcome to get it. By the way, the masterclass is on sale just for a short time, just till I get enough people, until I give it to enough people at the low rate. And then I'll push it back up to the regular price. But if you want to get it now, click the link in the first comment below. Grab that masterclass. It's going to break all of this down step by step. And then you and I are going to start working together in some one-on-one training. Yes, I'm going to be with you, one-on-one training. You'll be able to reach out to me, text me, communicate with me. I have students on this YouTube page. They can tell you. I'm always there. I'm always answering questions. I always got your back. I want to see your business become successful, just like my business is and has been. I want you guys to do the same. So let me teach you how to build a beautiful, beautiful moving business and change your life. Then, after we get all that down, I'll teach you how to scale it. But in order to do that, you gotta be in the class. The bonus is you get one-on-one training with me, group training, you get all that. This is a new year. Let's get it started. You guys can go through the comments, see what my students say. So it speaks for itself. So just get your business where you need it to be. The goal is to scale it to where it can make more money and need you less, right? We don't need you in the business every day. That's the goal. Eventually you'll burn out. You don't want to do that. So let me teach you how not to do that so you can smile, enjoy life, and still make money. So, all right, guys, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. See you in the masterclass. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.